Okay, so it's the rainy season, and I do tell people rainy season is best time for you to go out for inspection, see that property, see that land you want to buy. Rainy season give you a better picture and understanding on the look of the land. Okay, that's just a tip of an information. So today I want to make announcements. I want to make some announcements. Somebody be asking me what you want to announce. So I'll be making some announcement today. A couple of weeks back, we have posted a couple of properties on this our channel. We have couple of land on this channel, and I can tell you today some of the lands, some of the properties have been sold, and I'm using this medium to do announcements to announce to you some of the properties that have been sold. All right, so that you have an idea, I need to tell you anyone we sell, anyone we sold, we return back here and make announcement and we'll mark them sold. So I have a couple of them and I will be mentioning them one by one and I'll be announcing them sold and I'll see at the end inform you the ones available. These are properties, individual properties off estates. These properties are not inside estates. They are off estate, inside communities. We have some at Abuja, we have some at Abuja here, Lagasa, Ekutu, Uribawa, alright. We have some on these locations. These are individual land who bought long time ago and want to resell now. So some of these properties come to our table and we have run campaigns on them. So some have been sold a couple of weeks back now and busy and activities are making it possible for me to not have been announced. Those plots sold. So today, the one I put on this channel, a plot for sale at Ibeju, first round, Ibeju, Ibeju precisely. That plot selling for 12 million has been sold at Akete has been sold as of today. So unless if the current buyer now contacted us again that we still want to resell, we will return it back to the market. But as of today, that property is sold. Also, same Akete Abuja, we brought to you about a land for sale, buy and build land for sale, also at Akete for 15 million. 15 million, that land has been sold. That land has been sold. Okay, that land has been sold for 15 million at Akete. So the one of 12 million at Akete has been sold. The one of 15 million at Akete also has been sold. Now here at Ekutu, we brought also to you a land for sale at Ekutu, selling for 20 million. That land has been sold. The land has been sold. I do say those that will buy will not stress the seller. Once they get information, the next they do their documentation verification and they proceed to payment. So that Ekutu land has been sold. It was sold a couple of days ago. All right. Also, I brought to you also land for sale at Uribawa Phase 2 on off MKO Road, Uribawa Phase 2 for 20 million. That land has been sold. And I can tell you that land was sold for 25 million at the end. Now, when the owner brought the information to me, he told me that he was selling for 20 million. Along the line, he changed his mind that he's no more selling for 20 million, that is 25 million. And I decided to pause on that information. So that property for 20 million at Uribawa Phase 2 off MKO Road has been sold. Alright. So push one again. So we have declared the 12 million and 15 million sold. Also, we have declared the one at Ekutu for 20 million sold, and we have declared the one at Uribawa Phase 2 for 20 million sold. So what we still have available is the one of 20 million at Lagasa, still available. though very close going. Then we still have the one of 17 million at Lagasa, also still available. Then we still have another one at also Lagasa for 25 million, full plot precisely, also still available. The one of Lagasa for 20 million is fence round. All you need to do is to fence the front and put a gate. 20 million is still available. The one for 17 million has been fenced round. All you need to do is to fence the front and put a gate and do a bit filling, because the front has some water log there, so you have to fill it up to have access to the land. So also still available. The one for 25 million also in Lagasa is still available. Okay, that one also is fence round. All you need is to fence the front and put a gate. That very one is also much available. Okay. Also, the one at Babadisa for 25 million is still much available. All right. And also the one at Ogunfayo off the Bale Palace, Ogunfayo, Aweyaya, also still available. So I've mentioned Ogunfayo, Aweyaya, off Palace Road, still available. I've mentioned plots at Lagasa for 20 million, Aweyaya, still available. Plots for 17 million, Lagasa, Aweyaya, still available. Plot for 25 million, Lagasa, Aweyaya, still available. Plot for 25 million at Baba Adisa, also still much available. So these are the available ones and the ones that we have sold. I decided to come and do this video for updated information, because we need to get you updated. So that's the reason why I decided to come back today to bring this updated information. It's really long due. All right. We have sold these properties within, I think it's over a week now, but due to activities and movement and inspection has kept me busy. So I decided to use that very much time I have now to bring this information up. So that is as it is today. Today is 3rd July. So this is updated information, 3rd July 2025. This is updated information on this very plots for sale. These plots are buy and build. Don't forget, I just said, if you are looking for a plot where you can buy and start your housing project immediately, all right, it means that you have to look off the estate, because so many of the estates that you may be able to buy right now, you may not be able to start construction in the next 6 months, in the next 1 year, in the next 2 years, because of so many factors. Factors of documentation, factors of layout approval, factors of road network accessibility, factors of the company doing what they need to do. These factors will hinder you starting your housing project if you bought a land from inside estate. And I do say any estate that you can be able to buy right now and start construction in the next 3 months, in the next 6 months will not come cheap. And that is truth. That is pure truth. Pure truth. None of them will come cheap. This time last year, I took a client to Sapphire Garden Estate, and at that time they give us a 500 square meter, about 50 million. By this time last year, surprisingly, sorry for that, surprisingly, some weeks back, I've been scouting for a client where we can do buy, build, and sell. And I returned back to Sapphire Garden. Guess that property that was given to me for 50 million. By this time last year, it's now selling for 120 million. It's crazy. That's when I said a property can buy and start construction immediately. Estate land that you can buy and start construction immediately will not come cheap. All right. Especially within this Aweyaya space, from Aweyaya to Lekki. All right. Any estate that you can come across will not come cheap. And we have few of them. We have Sapphire Garden, as I mentioned. We have Mayfair Garden, as I mentioned. We have Beachwood, as I mentioned. We have MN Phase 2, as I mentioned. Which other one that I think you can buy that land that's still possible, not those that may not have land. I'm looking at those that may have land. Also, yeah, Lapway Golf. Also, if there's land, it will not come cheap. Also, Beachwood Park also may not come cheap. These are estates that's been inhabited. All right, people are living functional estates already. And I tell you, this estate I mentioned, you can't get a plot on any of those, all these estates below 50 million. I tell you, below 50 million, I tell you, you may not. If you even come across maybe a distress sale, like the one I have currently inside Amen Phase 2, all right, still available, even though we have so many talks on ground for the plot inside Amen Phase 2. We have so many talks on ground, but we are hopeful once the payment is done, once payment is confirmed, I will come back here and announce that it is sold. But today, it's still much available. And we have brought the price from 45 million to 40 million. All right. Reason being that a client have to push more, and he pushed more, and I return back to the seller, and I have to, bid and beg for him to let it go. And based on a person who needs money to execute other function, it's okay. And I can tell you, it's unfortunate that after the seller agreed on the 40 million, the person who persuaded us to sell for 40 million is still wasting time. But I tell you, I'm much sure that another buyer is on the way on that property. And that buyer, I tell you, is likely going to be buying it higher than I am putting on, because I think the seller has gotten a buyer from South Africa, in the South Africa base, and I think he has gotten a buyer from South Africa, and they have agreed based on what he told me for 50 million. Of course, Phase 2 is selling above 70 million right now. Okay, and we brought her on this rev sale. So I was one that persuaded him to put it for 45 million so that we can get it done fast. All right. But now he informed me some days ago that he has gotten a buyer from South Africa, because he based in South Africa, and I'm waiting for the finalization of handover document. Once he confirm money, he will inform me. So that is what it is today. So I decided to bring this information to your notice. All these property mentions have been sold. The one at Ikakete, 12 million has been sold. The one at Ikakete, 15 million has been sold. The one at Ekutu for 20 million has been sold. The one at Oribawa Phase 2 for 20 million has been sold. And as I said, the one for 25 million at Lagos-Calabar is still much available. The one for 20 million Lagos-Calabar is still much available. The one for 17 million Lagos-Calabar is still much available. The one for 25 million at Babadisa is still much available. Alright, that's the information I decided to bring to your notice. If this first time you comment across our video on this channel, do subscribe. If you do not subscribe, you will struggle to see our next video. So subscribe, join this community of great subscribers. My name is Rachel Engineer Solomon, your real estate professional #1 next door. And this is making sure to not just buy land in Lagos, but to buy peace of mind. Thank you. See you again.